No more nun movies!
You shouldn't have brought the baby here.
I don't need parenting advice from a woman who abandoned her child.
I did not abandon you.
Welcome to Mercy is directed by Thomas Bedelson. It stars Lily Newmark as August, a young single mother who is taken in by a convent of nuns when she begins to show signs of stigmata. This movie was actually at Brooklyn Horror Fest last month. It was announced around that time that this movie was going to be distributed internationally by PureFlix. You know, the acclaimed distributors of the God's Not Dead trilogy. So you can imagine what kind of movie this is. I'm going to be quick about this one, guys. Like, really quick. Because honestly, I have not much to say. Welcome to Mercy bored me to tears. I've never been so uninvested in a film before. It has next to nothing going for it, and it all comes across just completely nonsensical. What did I like about this movie? The fact that they shot on location in Latvia makes for some really pretty visuals, and the overall environment that they're filming in is very, very pretty. This is a very aesthetically appealing movie. It captures this weird, dreamlike surreality because of the fact that it's shot in a foreign country where you don't see a lot of movies shot. And so everything has this kind of dreamy alien feel to it because it's an environment that's really not familiar. And that's it. That's literally all I liked about this movie. The acting is not good. So many characters are putting on this really, really forced, fake Eastern European accent that is not convincing at all. And I mean, like, Quicksilver from Age of Ultron, unconvincing.
You didn't see that coming?
And even if it wasn't for the bad accents, the performances are just really not good. The sound design in this movie is some of the worst I've ever heard. The mixing is terrible. Everything sounds like it's layered on the same track. Everything sounds like it's coming from the same source. You can't tell what is part of the score and what is part of the diegetic sound. It's a mess. It's awful. And then the story. I mean, honestly, guys, like, I was so bored by this film. Nothing happens for the majority of its runtime. I genuinely could not tell you what happened other than a girl has a demon in her because her parents were a priest and a nun who eloped and gave birth to her against their vows, and so a demon possessed them, and they were volleying the demon back and forth so that one of them could be raising the kid at all times, and then they sent her away to live elsewhere so that she wouldn't have to deal with a demon, but then the demon ends up possessing her anyway. That's the plot of this movie. It's fucking dumb, and I don't like it. It was not a good time. I was bored out of my mind for the entirety of it, and aside from some pretty things to look at, it's just a bad film. Like, this is just a really, really awful film. I applaud the fact that it's just distributed by PureFlix, and thus it is not shoving forced Christian missionaryism down your throat. But, that being said, I almost would have preferred that, because that would have at least been entertaining. This was nothing. This did nothing for me. I was so bored by it. I'm going to say that Welcome to Mercy is poor. There's no point to this film. It is vapid and completely devoid of anything of substance. It is just a boring, bland film that literally had me almost falling asleep. And it takes a lot for me to actually fall asleep during a movie because I'm usually invested in something. And there was nothing to be invested in this movie at all. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, click down there, like, comment, subscribe. I have a Patreon now. Link is down in the description. If you want to donate and help me make this channel, make it new and better, and put up better quality content for you all to enjoy, consider donating. Even $1 helps, but if you don't, it's fine too. Thank you so much for watching anyway, and I will see you all very soon.
You will find what you need if you look deep enough.